Yo. Sorry for the delay, guys. Welcome back to J is for Justice. What's up, Diggs?
What's up?
Not much. Actually, that audio, I edited it, and it's still not done saving, so I wasn't sure if I should wait for it to save or just play and just skip through. And then I can just upload the call separately when it's done. The edited version is done. Because I wanted to play it, the edited version just to hear it all together. Because it was craziness.
It's so crazy.
Oh, man, what are you thinking?
My mind is just so blown. I can't. I'm angry and I'm frustrated and I'm even more confused.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
I'm worried about her.
Yeah. I'm worried about the entire situation with this. I mean, even if she had nothing to do with Summer, her behavior was strange. But she was researching Summer. I don't know. I have so many questions. So that's why I wanted to play it through. And then let me see how many minutes it's got left. Hold on. It still has 20 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and just play the, I have the whole file here. I'll just upload the edited one so people can just play that and they don't have to sit through a live stream. That's probably better anyways. Okay, so we'll play it in chunks. And I'm going to actually share it on the screen because Mr. Share was on camera. And his
reactions.
Yeah, his reactions were pretty priceless. What were you thinking? Were you wanting to jump through your phone? I mean, did I ask all the right questions? Was there anything I didn't ask that you would have?
I think you did really good. And I don't know if I would have asked differently. I was so flabbergasted. I wanted to throw my keyboard and I'm kind of glad I didn't because that would be expensive for me. But you handled it really well. I think I probably would have just been a total asshole and been like, what the fuck? I don't think I would have been able to do it as long as you did.
I mean, she just kept talking, so it made it easy. Hold up. I didn't mean to start that.
It's probably going to go to a search team or something.
Okay, I can actually control that. That's cool.
So proud of you for keeping her on the phone for that long. You didn't even have to try. She kept talking and absolutely take advantage of that.
Crazy. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys, I know you guys are saying, can you tell us how you got to, look at Mr. Share right here. This is, did you see him with his arms up? That was funny. Oh, I wish I could find that.
Did you see the part where he literally said, what the?
No, but look, that's our mood for this. Wow, dang it.
Slow it down.
Shoot. His facial expression right there. I keep skipping it. Damn it. But that is our mood for the live. Right? Stinking there.
Oh, you had it. Perfect.
I did. We'll get to it when we play this call because that I think these are his reactions through the call, actually. So that's pretty nuts. Okay, so I made the first call right after I went to an icon.
So people are asking how we got to the point of the phone call.
Yeah. Well, we got to the point of the phone call because
we had looked her up.
Oh my God, someone screenshot that right there.
I can't. I'm not on my phone.
Someone will get it. What did Snug say? That's long. Wait. I'm going to go back. I love to see criticism at times like these. Honestly, having the shares with camera open was unprofessional and could have lost interview. I really appreciate your professional take. Not showing weed doll. Dumb. the lady couldn't see us. I had her on the phone. She was on my cell, so she wasn't on the panel. So
No.
it was totally different. Yeah, that's a great picture of them. Like that should be their Christmas card.
The only people that could see panel were people watching. The lady on the phone didn't even know we were, like, she knew she was on the podcast call, but she didn't know who all was on panel, who all was viewing, until Jay had made it clear she was on a podcast call and there was almost 900 people listening. But there was nothing about facial or anything that this woman could see that was in any way disrespectful or demeaning, degrading, whatever you're trying to imply.
Okay, well, that was her and her man's channel, so you can leave a comment on their video. Please be respectful here. That's all I ask, okay? So let's start this and see where we're at, because I called one number first, and at first it seemed irrelevant. But then, now that we're thinking back, it maybe wasn't irrelevant, because
it's curious.
Yeah, the guy answered and just sat there. So, okay, let's press play and see where we're at. I'm going to be skipping around, so sorry if it makes you dizzy, but I'm going to find the right spots. Medical history. It blows my mind. I don't know where people are finding this stuff.
Yeah.
Can you hear it? Could you hear it when I played it?
I heard Cher say yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure audio is working.
Because I don't think you can just look up people's medical history online.
Yeah, she said Candace was born in Texas, but had some kind of birth defect that could only be treated in Wisconsin, with sirens after it.
I've actually...
People don't even take it serious. What's going on here?
Okay, so why do we think that, first of all, this woman's being tied to a PI, right? So...
Yes.
Why would... let's just call her a PI. Why would a PI who is backing the WOWs/blogs, why would she be changing records and making, like, there's a trail to go right back to who is doing that?
Why would a paid PI fuck with Ancestry? Sorry, excuse my language. I'm not supposed to swear on this channel.
No, you can't.
No worries. We're probably demonetized now anyway.
I'm sorry.
We
forgot.
get hit every stream. Like
last night, Crisscross texted me and she said, Cher's not allowed to swear on his channel, and it's so cute.
Wait,
and I totally forgot.
No, it's not. I try and keep it somewhat PG.
Yeah,
like he tries to keep it all clean. I'm sorry. I apologize.
We'll get every once in a while.
Keep your potty mouth in check.
I know it's bad, but yeah, I mean, why would a PI even think to go on Ancestry? And she didn't try to hide. She used her actual profile, if that's her profile. So my suggestion is that we reach out to this Edie and find out if someone is using her name on Ancestry, because that would be the first step. If she says, oh my God, I don't even have an Ancestry account, then we've got a bigger problem.
Yeah, well, I messaged Edie on Ancestry and Charlotte Wells. I didn't hear back, and I don't expect I will.
They said she will call her.
Yeah, because maybe, what did you say to her? Did you ask about Summer, like right off the bat, or did you say?
Oh yeah, I was right to the point. I said, I'm just curious why Summer is listed as deceased.
Okay.
I wasn't.
Well, what if we called her? What if I called her and I just said, hey, I'm following this case really closely, and your profile on Ancestry has listed this 5-year-old as deceased, who is currently missing with an Amber Alert.
Yeah, and it's important. Either, like you said, she might not know, so maybe we should alert her someone's using her profile to do serious things online.
Yeah. Just like the whole thing with Jason yesterday, we were able to clear that up. I mean, he was able to speak for himself, and I would like her to be able to do the same thing, because if we found this, other people are going to find this.
Yeah, she can get hounded.
I'm sure she's already gotten a lot of DMs and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure on Ancestry and Facebook, if she's on Facebook.
Can we backpedal for 1 second?
Sure. I know you've been sick.
I've just...
Okay, I'm going to skip over this part because we talked about something else, and then we came back to the lady. So let me see where we're at.
I think that was fine.
It's fine, Jay.
Okay, hang on. Let's go back. I think that was the first call. I want to play all the calls.
She's got a domestic.
Yeah, she's got charges.
Okay,
this should be a good place to start. The Simon guy that she had the 2 children with.
Yeah. So I do
Yeah.
apologize. I misquoted that. That's sleep
okay.
deprivation for the win.
I know you've been sick and had sick children. So, do you guys want me to try to give this woman a call?
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Give it a go.
Okay. I mean, I just want to address someone in chat that said, as a genealogist, sometimes this is Leslie. Let me pin her comment. As a genealogist, sometimes you mark people in your tree as deceased to get more records to appear when searching the records because less info is available for searching living people. I understand that, but she was very evasive and couldn't tell me like why exactly she did it, what that would give her. I mean, I was looking for an answer like you just gave with more detail. What did you uncover? Well, she said, I don't remember. It's been so long ago. Okay, what other missing people have you done this to? She couldn't tell me. So it's not just that, okay, maybe it does do that. Maybe it does give you more record. It's why she was doing that.
And why would she leave it if she's done investigating? Why would she leave her marked as deceased?
Right. It's weird any way you slice it. Okay, here we go. Here's the first call that I made, the first phone number that we had. I would like to let her, at least know, like you said. I think that's a fair thing to do if we're talking about her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully this is a current number. It's correct in here. All right, here we go. Can you guys hear okay?
I hear the room.
Hello? Hello? Hi, I'm looking for Edie. Hello? What the? Hello? Let me go back because that's the only time we hear that man's voice when he answered. Do you guys want me to try to give this woman a call?
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Give it a go.
Okay. I mean, I would like to let her, at least know, like you said. I think that's a fair thing to do if we're talking about her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully this is a current number. It's correct in here. All right, here we go. Can you guys hear okay?
I hear the room.
Hello? Hello? Hi, I'm looking for Edie. He sounded foreign. Hello? What the? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello, is Edie there? Hello? Okay, I hung up. I'm going to try one more time. Maybe it was like a Bluetooth issue. And I did not block my number, but this is weird. Okay. Yikes. Yikes, Ashley. Pretty sure the terminated room is Benny Keys. Is that Benny Keys? Is that Benny Keys, the terminated room? Saying it sounds scripted. It happened in a live. Then I need an Academy Award, and so do the other people on panel. For Christ's sake. If that's Benny Keys and he's trying to keep this under wraps, that's even more sus. It was a guy. He was like moving around or something.
Hmm.
She does have a license. She's legit, you guys. We have all that. Hello? Hello? Hola.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. I don't know any other languages. Hello? I can hear you breathing. Hello? Why are they just sitting there? I'm looking for Edie. Hello?
Could you make Mama Bear blue?
Okay. I'm scared now. I didn't block my number either.
Mm.
I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yikes.
Thank God for the mute button because I'm dead.
Well, I mean, thanks, Mr. Share, for the French. I needed that. I don't.
Bonjour, and then all of a sudden I'm singing Beauty and the Beast in my head. This is too much.
Okay, I have another number for Edie. Let's try this other number that I have. Maybe that one was wrong. I'm hoping. Okay, here we go. Dun dun dun.
Hi, you have reached 828-27.
I don't want to dox her number.
Oh,
Please leave a message and I will get back with you as soon as possible. At the tone, please.
I'm going to leave her a
record your
voicemail.
message.
Hang on.
When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Edie. My name is Jay, and I have a podcast, and I wanted to talk to you about something that I saw online and you are tied to. So if you could give me a call back, I just wanted to inform you. My number is this number that I called you from, and you can give me a call right back on that. Thank you, Edie. Oh, I wasn't sure what to say. I hope that was okay.
I think that was fine.
It's fine, Jay.
Could have been,
Lord.
what the hell are you doing listing Summer is dead, you dumbass?
Right.
So I have a question about your ancestry.com listing.
I have one more number for her, actually. I'm going to try this last number because it's
I'm
very.
not calling about your car's extended warranty.
I'm just wondering how Julia Blades was not blocked, how her comment got so far. Do we know her? She was not nice at all. We have a lot of defenders in here right now. There's a lot of people that are trying really hard to discredit this information. That worries me. That worries me. I know I was clicking on it too. It just seemed like it was up there for a long time. It's very similar to the last number. So maybe it's like a spouse or something.
Mm.
Let's see. The people that are discrediting this have reason to discredit it. That's what worries
Be
me.
dramatic music playing right now.
Right?
Insert Jeopardy music here.
Hello, you've reached the Jitterbug voicemail for Bob Loutet.
What? Okay, that definitely is not her.
Okay, isn't Jitterbug
Okay, wait a
the
minute, though.
phone for like senior citizens?
Yeah, we
though?
laughed. We laughed at the time. But is that the guy that ends up whispering later on?
We don't know. That's what's weird because
Mhm.
when we went back and played it, and I told you it freaked me out because I heard the dip in her voice. This guy was whispering to her while she was talking to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Tone. Please
I'm going to leave her a
record the
voicemail.
message.
Hang on.
When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I won't give
And
credit in education.
that's what. Sorry. I skipped ahead too much.
But it's not necessarily
Well,
that.
she's not some fly-by-night PI. She works for a nationwide company. It's called Triad Investigations, Inc. They're in every state. She's legit, and she's been doing this since the 80s. This chick she's not an amateur. She's not a local that came out of the woodwork. Like, she has her master's degree in communication, television, video, film. She's got a bachelor's in elementary education. She worked in surge tech
Oh, nice.
at a hospital. I mean, she's got a lot under her belt. Yes.
Yeah.
I won't give credit in education.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so why would a woman with this this type of credibility be on Ancestry under her own account doing that?
Jay, are we releasing
That's the
her
question
name?
of the day.
Maybe it's not really her.
No, right.
Maybe it's somebody who found out who she
Hold
is
on
and
a
is just
second.
using her information. We've seen that happen.
I'm sorry, Rose, if I just timed you out. I wanted to delete your thing, and StreamYard doesn't give me any other option. But I didn't. Yeah, I don't want to.
We're not trying to dox her.
No, not in any way. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah. Very weird.
Really, really stink if that's the case, because that would suck to ruin her reputation.
Well, right. And that's why I hope she calls me back. I mean, if she's a PI and she has my number, she'll know exactly who I am. She will find this video probably before she even calls me. So it doesn't matter what we say, Mr. Share in our messages. She's a PI. She can figure it out.
I would hope so.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm not a PI and I'd figure it out, just saying.
I just wonder if, that's the paid PI through the church. If so, that's working with Tim Mullen. All she had to do was say that. Wouldn't the SDA church hire someone from, a big company? I mean, the SDA church isn't going to piddle around with some hillbilly from Rogersville who says they're a PI. They're going to go with the most reputable. Oh, my God. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Because it's a scratch my back, scratch your back kind of corporate world when it comes to big churches like that.
So we've done our digging. Is she SDA affiliated?
Mm-mm. She actually attended a Wesleyan college in Virginia.
Oh,
I mean, in the 70s, but that was in the 70s. So, I mean, a lot could have changed from them, but I didn't see anything associating her with SDA at all. I really feel like maybe they were just hired by that church or what's his face? Because if you think about it, she's in Virginia, so there may not have been someone with their company in that area. That might have been the closest metropolitan area that had an investigator. You get what I'm saying? Because they're in such a rural area.
Well, and in Virginia, Tennessee, North Carolina, that's all
it's all right there.
The area. I lived on the very western border of Virginia, and we kind of go around Tennessee and North Carolina all the time.
Oh, she's in North Carolina now. That's right. But she did live in Virginia as well. And Florida.
It's not far. Like, you can go from Virginia, Tennessee, North Carolina in a few hours. We've done it on accident.
Wait, what's something? Jay, the truth is trying to get your attention. Who's the truth? Gave Edith shit last night from your podcast. Told her watch. What? Who's Edith? Oh, look, there's Lips.
Oh, there's
Mr. Sheriff. Have you ever seen Lips channel? Lips.
I don't think so.
Listen, Lips has audio of Candace. Wait a minute. That was a loaded question for Mr. Share. He was like, I probably should not answer the question if I have seen Lips channel before. He's like, what is Jay asking me right now? from like a FaceTime. It's insane. So that's another thing that got me on that theory. Lips, that the way that you released that, I know it's all echoed because Candace's audio was effed, but I'm trying to clean it up because Lips has some audio of Candace. You guys are going to check that out. So let's fast forward to where the lady calls me. Hey, Squids. I think she calls me back about an hour and it might be around here. Let's see. Info, but I know
But that's one of the other ones who have somewhere listed dead on Ancestry.
Is Pam Horn?
Yeah, Pamela
like
Horn.
H-O-R. Okay, so we're discussing there's several accounts that list her as deceased. So and then this lady calls me back. So let's see.
Being regurgitated, and it's like we really want answers. We got to. I mean,
I see, and this is where this gets me, and I just keep going and going and going. Like last night, everybody was like, "Get out of the Jason hole." I'm like, I can't get out because he came on and he was like, "Yeah, I'm a funeral director," like da 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 da. But Digger scanned their website, and there like the last comment. What was it about, Digger? He said, "Oh, I just went through the training of family counselor or something for the funeral home." Like, what a journey this has been. Like.
His most recent is that his certification was in 2015, and it was for the pre-need advisor, which is basically what families do when they're planning their funerals before death.
I got a text share. I just looked up Pamela Horn. Hold on. Sunshine Dragon. I feel so much unnecessary blah blah. I roll. Just come to the point and tell what you know. Sunshine Dragon. This is a replay. This is only a replay. If you didn't understand that the first time, I can't explain it any other way. But you were watching a replay from Coffee and Crime this morning. We were just chilling, talking the case. So take your fiery dragon breath and just calm down. Thank you, Steve.
Drink some coffee. Relax.
Drink some water. Calm that dragon fire down.
Long morning.
Okay. Lucia Rosebly is Candace's sister. She went missing in 2009.
Mr. Cher coming in with the facts. There's a shit ton of them, but there is one in Knoxville. That's why I asked why or how far it was, because that was like one that stood out in Tennessee as being close to there. So I don't know if that's even related, but I just wonder why someone would be interested in the case. Maybe they live close. I would never.
No, what we actually discussed was
I'd never ban Plastic Jesus. No way.
they were actually like,
oh, hold on. I'm getting a return phone call. I think this might be Edie.
They could have made a name for themselves.
Oh my God. Here we go. Hello?
Hello, is Jay there?
This is Jay.
Oh, this is Edie Robinson. I got a call from you.
Hi, Edie. Thanks for giving me a call back. First of all, I want to let you know that I am on a podcast right now, just so you know. But I was calling to let you know that I'm investigating the Summer Wells case online. Me and my team of researchers on my podcast. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with the case, but we came... You are? Okay. So we came across on Ancestry that she was listed as deceased. And it was a screen name that led us to you in our research. And we didn't know if someone was using your name or if you had done that or what the deal was with that, because it all kind of struck us as odd that she would be listed as deceased right now.
Well, that's a stretch. It doesn't mean anything. Just sometimes when you put up deceased, it brings back more information than if they're living.
Oh, okay. No. So are you investigating as well?
No, I'm not investigating, no.
Oh, then how come you were looking for more info on the...
I was just interested in it.
Oh, so you're not a private investigator?
Not anymore.
Oh, so you're just interested in finding Summer, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you met the Wells family?
No,
Oh,
Do you
I know
plan
that
on
voice.
meeting them? Hello?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, I said, do you go by a nickname by chance?
Call her Sissy.
Sissy? Is this
Who? What is it?
Is this Sissy?
Sissy.
Yeah. Do you
No,
Are you a friend of Donald Wells?
no,
Oh,
don't know any of them.
huh. Well, I mean,
Why?
just because the ancestry thing,
Sissy.
she's missing and like a lot of people are looking for her. They're out searching in the woods and in the water, and people are traveling across the country to come help, and then we see her name on ancestry and it says deceased. I mean, you could understand where that would be a little shocking.
Not if you're familiar with Ancestry, I really don't see that, but
Say the agent said
whatever.
that she
It's
had
just a
to.
genealogy thing. It's nothing else.
She entered the deceased in. An agent said that
And
she entered it.
so did you change that to deceased then so you would see more things pop up in your searches?
Oh, I don't have any. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
It's been so long since I even researched her family, and I didn't get through. I don't really remember.
Well, she's only been missing for 6 months. I mean, how long
Yes,
ago
I
was
know
it?
that.
Like, how long ago did you do that?
It would have been around 6 months ago when she first disappeared.
Oh,
I was
Why?
just looking into her. I'm interested in.
well, yeah,
Why
you
would
used to
you
be
be
an
interested enough
investigator,
to
right?
put
So
her as
you would,
deceased right when she goes
I
missing?
was, yes.
I know who you are. You know
I'm
who I
retired.
am.
so you
Yeah, you
marked her
remember
as
our phone call.
deceased right away when
Oh, I don't like her.
Do what?
you marked her as deceased right when she went missing then?
I don't remember. I haven't done it in so long that I don't really remember, nor would it have meant anything to me as
Yeah.
far as, I mean, I knew she wasn't found alive or deceased. And that was my work. Of course, it's not private or anything. I mean, I could have made it private, but I didn't because it wasn't
No, I mean,
hiding anything.
yeah. In all fairness, yeah, you did use your profile. I mean, that's how I found you is, via your ancestry profile.
I mean, I do a lot of family trees for a lot of people just for fun.
Is it common
do you
that
think
you
it would
put
be fun
children
though
deceased?
for the family of Summer to see her as marked deceased
Yeah.
in her family tree when she's?
No, I don't. I had no idea they were on Ancestry.
Well, I mean, it's a public site. Anybody can be on it.
Okay.
I mean, if that was your daughter, would you want to see that just because someone did it for fun? I'm trying to understand, Edie. I'm trying to understand here why you would do that. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt in every way I can.
Ask her what other kids did she put as
no
deceased?
reason.
I mean,
missing?
if you're
I don't
Sissy,
even know that I don't know how that happened, really.
it takes a process to do it. It's not like it's just one click. So that's where I'm perplexed.
Yeah, it is just one click, as a matter of fact.
Not according to the agent at Ancestry.
Well, they're wrong, but that's beside the point.
Well, I'm not trying to, I mean, you're getting defensive. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. And I'm trying to wrap my brain around why when Summer Wells went missing on June 15th, right after that, you thought it would be fun to mark her as deceased to look her up. I mean, I get it. You're saying it's a hobby, but I'm seeing that you've been a private eye since the 80s. So are you working with the Wells Church? Are you part of findsummerwells.com?
I'm not part of anything.
Are you taking the tips? Summer Wells tips at charter.net? Is that you?
Am I doing what?
What's your
Answer
affiliation
question,
with this case, Edie?
I was just interested in it.
Oh yeah, what other cases are you
What
interested
other
in? What other
cases are you
missing children
interested
have
in
you
on
listed
Ancestry
deceased?
that you've marked as deceased that are
Ooh,
missing?
thank
Are there
you.
are there any others you're searching like that?
Imagine how damning that could be for all
I
of these
don't
innocent families.
think so.
You think? I mean, can
So,
you name one that you've done the same thing in your fun activities?
That's libel. She knows better as a private investigator to put falsehoods on the internet.
yeah,
I mean, just one
People
case.
stop using the word fun, but
Okay, your
Fun.
hobby.
yeah,
It was your
that's
word.
more like it.
You used the word, not me, but okay, your hobby.
I do that all the time when I'm doing Ancestry because, as I said, a lot of times you get more information.
Right. So I asked, is there any other missing people that you've looked up that you've marked as deceased, like you did Summer Wells?
I'm sure there are.
Yes.
But
So
are you
that's a
worried about
yes.
getting sued?
I mean, I'm just trying to wrap my brain around this. I mean, you can understand where this is very confusing.
There's people like me searching for
Well,
family
you're
members
blowing us
that are gonna find
way
them
out of
deceased.
proportion because you're right. I didn't even anyone that was related to them looking at that, and that would be bad. And I'll, when I get a chance to go on, I can go on and change it. But
Okay, because you were just logged in yesterday, right? You log in there pretty frequently.
no, I didn't.
Yes.
Oh, according to your
No.
profile, it did say you were logged in yesterday, but
So who else has her login information?
does
if it
somebody
wasn't
else
her?
have your login? Maybe that someone is doing more than you're aware of, ma'am?
No, not that I know of.
No one has access to your devices. You live by yourself, and no one has access to your computers, your phones, or anything that could be logging in as you?
Not that I know of.
You don't know if someone lives with you that has access to your devices?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Why are you talking around my questions? It's a yes or no. Like, is someone
Right.
else able to access your devices? Yes or no? I mean, either they can or they can't.
Ask
I
her
mean,
if
we're
she's
talking
alone
about a
right now.
missing 5-year-old girl, Edie. A 5-year-old. I hear your voice shaking. Why are you scared? And
You
why are you
listed her
talking around
dead.
this?
Like, that's bad.
Please.
I didn't hear your last sentence.
Why are you talking around the questions? We're talking about a missing 5-year-old little girl.
That's terrible. It is terrible.
It is
sad.
it's horrific. And you marked
Ooh.
her as dead.
I've never hit an old lady
Edie.
before, but
I mean, are you being sarcastic because you're put off that I called you? I mean, I appreciate you calling me back. But like you won't answer me. I mean, it's pretty straight and narrow. Like, is someone else possibly using your account
Poker face.
and doing more than what you're aware of? And you're like, not that I know of. And I'm like, well, could someone pick up your phone that's in your house? And you're like, not that I know of. I mean, that's just not being transparent here.
Well, if somebody was on that yesterday, then obviously somebody else can, because I wasn't.
You weren't logged in yet. See, and it did say you were on there yesterday.
Well, I wasn't.
So, like
your
I
husband,
said,
your son,
you
your
have a
wife,
husband or a
anyone.
son or a family member that could have been logged into that. We're talking about a missing 5-year-old girl. So if you didn't log in yesterday, obviously someone has access to your account, right? So we need to find out maybe who that is, Edie, because they're marking Summers Wells as deceased and they're using your account. So
My
this is
half-brother
important. Okay.
uses
This is
Ancestry.
really, really important.
No false logins.
Oh, it's sent to TBI. We sent her information to TBI
Please
yesterday.
answer me,
told
Edie.
you that when I have an opportunity, I will go on and I will change that. And I'm sorry that happened, but that's as far as it goes.
That's
But you're
not
not
far to
concerned
go.
listing
that
people
someone
as
was logged into
deceased.
your account yesterday without your permission? That doesn't concern you? That there's
Yes, it does.
lady, it
But I
concerns
don't
me a
wanna
lot.
But I'm not going to solve this issue with you. So,
Who are you going to solve it with?
well, it would be with Ancestry, wouldn't it?
I think you
it's
better
gonna be with
solve something
TBI
with
and
the
law enforcement,
TBI.
too.
This
Yep.
is crazy. Someone's using your account, you're saying.
And
I'm
falsifying
not saying
death
that.
reports.
I
And
don't
it's a-
even, I don't even know who you are.
I told you who I
could
am.
be.
You could,
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything to
Edie,
me.
you've been
So
a private
I'm in.
investigator for 40 years. You know who I am.
She knew
You
who you
looked me
were
up
when
before
she
you
called you
called me.
back.
You
So
looked.
Come
I'm going to
again.
stop this conversation. It's going nowhere.
It's
going
no,
around
it's
in
definitely going
circles.
somewhere. It's going somewhere. Did you mark Rose Bly as deceased as well to get more info?
Do what?
Did you mark Rose Bly as deceased as well to get more info?
That was
a different account, Jay.
I don't know. As I told you,
Do you know who Rose
What?
Bly
a
is?
long time ago.
No.
Wait,
Probably about 6 months ago when I first heard of it and was first interested in it.
okay,
So
do you
I
know
don't
who Rose?
I don't even have access to that now. I can't even look on
You don't have access to your ancestry anymore?
it. Not now, I don't.
Oh, you just
Why?
said you could log in when you got a chance and fix
That's
that.
what I said. I said when I got a chance. I don't have it right now.
Jay,
Oh.
ask her again. Why did she right away list
But
her
why
as
did you right
deceased?
away put her as deceased? What was the reason for marking her as deceased? What does that do
Immediately.
in the ancestry like algorithm, if you will?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that stuff.
Yeah, but you explained it in the very beginning.
She just
I
said
just want you
Somebody
to
in her
explain it again.
What I
household.
said was all I know. It
Yeah, it is
seems
her.
that happens.
It seems like, oh, when someone dies, you get more info.
It seems if you mark them dead, you might get
You
more
are one
information.
sick old
Wow,
That's
lady.
you
all
must
I
have been
know. I
digging
don't
pretty
know why.
deep. Like I dig pretty deep in cases. I've never gone to Ancestry
Never listed
and
anyone dead.
looked up a young missing girl and then marked her dead just to get more info.
and then left her marked dead.
And
for
then left her marked
thousands
dead.
of
Like you could have
people.
unchecked it 6 months ago, but like you didn't. If you did it 6 months ago, because no one has seen it until yesterday or 2 days ago. So someone
I'm
just
surprised anybody saw it anyway. I don't know why they would.
well, because she's missing and it's been 6 months.
I don't know
It's
why
a freaking national.
So they're going to
global
look at
website, lady.
everything.
Oh
I
my
mean, it's been
God.
6 months and the case has gone like not cold, but there's no leads. They have no leads whatsoever to where this little girl is. It's
I know.
concerning. I mean, are you still following the case now?
I do, yes.
Do you follow it on YouTube?
There isn't much, there's not much out there though. I just
Yeah.
follow it on YouTube mostly.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm not on looking at.
okay, I clearly need to give a little update. No, this lady doesn't claim to be a PI. She is a PI or was. She became a PI in the 80s. So when I said you were a PI for 40 years, that's fact. That's why she said not anymore. She didn't want to admit she was a PI. But it happened.
Jay, we have
What?
somebody in chat that's saying that Ancestry does not show you when you logged in.
I saw that. That's incorrect.
I just sent you 2 screenshots from my Ancestry of both my half brother and my uncle, and it shows the last time they both logged in.
Okay.
Just so we can-
I can't pull them up right now, but it is that's just false. There's people in here that are trying to discredit this any way they can. Okay. There's people that have reason, obviously, to discredit this, and it scares me.
It's very disturbing to me that somebody wants to discredit that shows, because that's how people find out if this person's even worth contacting when you're trying to find a missing family member. This is how people who are adopted find out.
If you look
who
and
they
you're like,
are.
oh, they haven't been active in 3 years, obviously they're not going to message you back. Okay, so there's several people confirming it too. So let's continue. So she is what she says, retired PI. And she's not denying any of this. She's not denying marking her deceased, but she isn't telling me why. She said for more info. I asked her what. So just hear it all out until you make a final decision.
Every day because I'm doing some other things that have nothing to do with that. It's just personal.
With that.
And there's not much to see, but yeah, I go on YouTube and see what's going on. That's it, though.
Okay.
Do you mind?
Okay.
I mean, do you mind
Well,
telling me like who
call-
you?
Here's like a big lie I caught her in because she was like, no, I'm not following it anymore. And then she's like, yeah, I go on YouTube. So I don't know if this is a YouTuber that has done this. That thought crossed my mind today when people were saying, oh, I've heard this voice before. If this is some kind of a YouTuber that did this waiting for someone to notice it, I don't know. That would be really sick, a sick plan though. But yeah, let's continue. And it would have to be a YouTuber that was a PI in the past. You watch on YouTube? Is it just the local news, or is there people that talk about the case?
Do you watch Voices Behind the Wall? Do you call share?
People, yeah.
I mean, who's reputable that I can listen to find out about the case on YouTube? Because I'm not.
I don't know who's reputable or not.
Okay, well, who do you listen to? Who do you choose to get your info from? On YouTube, I mean. J is for Justice. Have you ever heard of her?
Who?
J is for Justice.
No.
MGL News.
Cracking cases. News? I'm trying to think of the people I've seen on YouTube that cover summer.
Oh, how about
Voices
Behind the Wall?
What about that voice? It's like Voices in the Wall or Voices Next to the Wall or some shit like that. Oh, excuse my language. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I apologize.
No, I haven't heard of that either.
Oh, do you remember any of the names? You know, people come up with these crafty channel names and stuff. Do you remember any of them?
The guy's name, I know, I listened to Mike, but I can't remember his last name. And his website is the Interrogation Room.
Is it Chris McDonough? The
Yeah,
interview
that's it.
room? The interview room. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've seen all the videos of Summer's house and stuff that he did.
Well, up until a while ago, I was watching it regularly, but I haven't been for a month or so because I've been doing some other things, personal things.
Oh, so what do you think of those videos I love getting people's opinions because this case is so confusing and perplexing. What were your thoughts on everything, all those interviews he did and the house and everything that you saw?
Well, I have no opinion about their house.
Well, just what you saw.
I just feel very sorry for them.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. It's terrible.
You feel sorry for them, but you marked their daughter as deceased on Ancestry and you don't care that someone else might have your password. That bothers me, Edie. It bothers me a lot. Make it make sense.
Well, you'll just have to bother you because you're making way too much out of it.
I don't feel like I am. That's a 5-year-old girl. Come on.
That is so.
Do you have kids?
She doesn't even see it.
Do you have kids? I'm not trying to get personal. Are you a mom, Edie? I know you're a private investigator. So my guess is that you're probably Summer Will's tips at charter.net. That's my guess. Am I close?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
You've been a PI since the 80s, right? You're a smart lady. You have a lot of degrees under your belt. You have a master's degree. You're smart. So I know you're talking.
No idea what you're talking about.
Come on, Edie. Come on. Just be straight with me.
I am being straight
Because
with you.
I'm telling you, you're gonna get. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not giving your personal info out to anybody, nobody. But I'm telling other people are gonna research this, and this won't be the last time you're contacted. If you clear the air now and explain why this happened, or that somebody sketchy may have had your password, and it makes sense, then everybody will leave you alone. But I'm telling you, this case is viral. It's viral.
She knows.
So I think the best thing is to just clear the air right now. You know what I'm saying? It's concerning.
Well, it's just like I told you. There's, if you make more out of it than it's there, I can't do anything about it. That's up to you.
Well,
if you were familiar with Ancestry, perhaps you would understand that. But people who don't use it don't really have any idea.
No, you're right. I am not well rehearsed in Ancestry.com. You're right. So can you explain to me because all you told me is, oh, sometimes when people die, you get more info. What info were you looking for, first of all, on Summer that you would want to mark her deceased to get more? I guess that's my question.
As I said, when you do genealogy and you're working on somebody's family, sometimes no information will come up. Sometimes if you click deceased, it will come up. Like death certificate stuff, anything. I can't tell you what, just whatever they happen to have. It just happens. I don't know why. Don't know how it works. But that's certainly not the only person that's ever happened to. That's been marked as deceased, and they're not deceased. I'm sure it happens all the time. I mean, that's why I'm saying you're making a big deal out of something that really doesn't mean anything, except perhaps to the family, which I can certainly understand that.
Well, it means something to me. And I think it means something to everyone who's been trying to find Summer for a half a year. And the church that's been dragged through the mud, and numerous other people who've been dragged through the mud and looked at side-eyed.
I didn't know anything about that.
Well, you've watched Chris McDonough, so you should know all about it. He's covered it all.
I don't know anything about a church being dragged through the mud, but
you don't know anything about the Seventh-day Adventist Kingsport Seventh-day Adventist Church? Now that was interesting because Chris McDonough interviewed Robin. So if she watches the interview room, she clearly knows what church they go to. But yeah, hang on. I like that comment. This is nerve-wracking. Okay.
This is so nerve-wracking. I'm like back to where I was earlier today.
Me too. My heart's pounding.
Oh, I see Cher.
Nope, sure don't.
You don't know that Summer Wells and her family attended the Kingsport STA church?
I didn't know what church they attended.
But you marked her as deceased to get more info. But you didn't even see the basics that they went to a local church. And there was numerous videos of Summer in that church.
I know they went to a local church. But
when is the last time she talked to Tim Mullins?
When's the last time that you spoke with Tim Mullins?
Never.
You've never?
That is.
Oh,
You've never spoken with Tim?
5 minutes later. Okay.
Don't know who that is.
Wow. So you've never talked with the Wells parents either?
Who?
The Wells, the family the family of Summer, the 5-year-old that you marked deceased, Don and Candace.
The Wells parents. You mean Donald's parents?
Yeah, Donald's parents. Do you know any of the Goads?
Nope.
Oh, Okay.
That's
So,
a quick answer, unlike when's the last time you talked to Tim
so
Mullins?
what are you going to do with this ancestry thing? We got to clear the air on that. We got to clear the air on that because she can't be marked as deceased, Edie. She's missing. There's an Amber Alert.
I think I've already answered that I said,
Well,
I am sorry that happened. And as soon as I have access, I will change that.
okay.
As far as someone else being on there, I don't know how that,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't
It's
look. I'm
very
not.
strange.
Yeah, I'm not accusing you of anything, but I'm just saying if you weren't on there yesterday and somebody was, and you're researching a missing 5-year-old girl, that's alarming. So, I mean, change your password, but more importantly, you know who could get into that account. But I just find it
anybody.
I just find it very, very odd that you went to Ancestry to research this little girl who's 5, who really wouldn't have any ancestry history on there unless her lazy, no good parents made her a tree. But I doubt they're going to take the time to do that. So I'm interested why you went to Ancestry to investigate Summer Wells when you didn't know that, didn't even look at the church she went to. I mean, this is where kids go, pedophiles are, right? Our churches, schools, all those things. That would be the first place you'd look to see what was going on in this case. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, you're wrong because I didn't do that first. That wasn't I'm not investigating it.
Oh, you said you did. You said you did it right in the beginning.
I did a tree. I started working on a tree. That's all.
And then you marked little Summer as dead.
We keep going back to the same thing. You're not getting any further with this.
Did Tim Mullen want you to do that on the tree?
I don't know who Tim Mullins is.
Is it Mullen or Mullins? I'm sorry. I said Mullen.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Can I ask you kind of a personal question?
You can ask anything you want to.
Okay, cool. Thank you for being so open, Edie. I appreciate you being so open. Are you a member of the Seventh-day Adventist Church?
Nope.
Do you belong to any organized religion?
Nope.
So when you went to the Wesleyan College, was that just because that was like a college you chose? I mean, I just say that because I know people have gone to like Catholic colleges and they're not necessarily Catholic. So I'm just wondering. Are you Wesleyan?
No, I'm nothing.
Oh, you're nothing. Are you an atheist? I mean, I'm just curious. I could ask you anything. So if I'm overstepping, let me know.
Sure, you can ask me anything. No, I'm not an atheist either.
I have a question though for okay, so I have a research team and we research cases. I'm curious because we've never used Ancestry as one of our tools. What in your experience can you give us that we could find besides possible relatives on Ancestry? Because I know we do like been verified runs and stuff like that, and we get a lot of relatives and it may or may not be accurate. So like what else can you find on Ancestry? I'm not familiar with Ancestry. I've never made a tree.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how to answer that.
Okay, let me
find information on people on their families, but not.
I mean, what kind of records can you get? Like birth certificates, death certificate. I know there's like stuff like that, like and immigration records, but what else can you access?
You don't access anything. It's not like the person who's doing it is accessing anything that isn't there in the records kept by the Latter-day Saints. And if you're on Ancestry and you're looking someone up, you just get what they choose to provide.
Mm-hmm. And anybody can pretty much put anything on there, right? It's not like it's verified by Ancestry, is what I understand.
Put anything on where?
Like on Ancestry. Like anybody can add to it someone's tree and stuff like that. Is that true? Like, can I log in and add like Joe Blow to your family tree?
No.
Okay, you can't do that then. You have to like make the tree in order to make changes to it?
Not necessarily, but generally that's true. Yeah.
Or unless you're like connected somehow, right? Like,
yeah.
Jay, I made a family tree with my ex-husband, my current fiance, my kids' dad. You can make a tree however you want.
Do you listen to a YouTuber named Ziggy?
Do I do what?
Do you know of a YouTuber named Ziggy?
Vicky?
No, Ziggy. Like the old cartoon, the little Ziggy guy? Ziggy. Z. Zebra.
No.
No.
Geez, I'm gonna have to look these people up.
You are. They're great. Yeah. J is for Justice. Voices Behind the Wall. Ziggy. They are awesome. They are awesome.
But no.
Oh, and there's another one too that covers some good stuff. Prairie Boy 77. It's either 77 or 777.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can remember all those. I know I rattled them off too fast, Edie. I apologize, but
Are they legit?
they are. Yeah. I've talked to them personally, so they're not just like people I pulled out of the woodwork.
I didn't write those down. I should have, but I didn't.
Oh, that's all right. I can send you a text when we hang up and just give you those names if you're interested. But I'm just really disturbed by all this, Edie, and I hope you can understand why. And I'm curious because I've dug so deep into this case that I think the Wells have lied about a lot of stuff. And like Summer, her vaccines and going her dental records and that they took her to the dentist regularly and just all these little things. I didn't know if you could find that stuff on there. Like, is that something that you could uncover on that Ancestry site?
Is this all on your podcast?
Is what on my podcast?
Our conversation.
Yeah, I told you in the beginning that you were on a
Yes,
podcast.
You did.
Yep,
Yes,
I did. I did.
I don't know about finding any of that stuff. I don't know. I just don't know.
How many people are in here right now?
Because you're assuming that I've investigated this, and
How many?
Investigated
87.
I've just worked on their family tree.
You worked. Did you find anything interesting on the family tree?
Not really. I didn't get very far.
Well, I just want to let you know there's about 900 people in this podcast right now. And you have a chance to make sense of this. You have a chance to make this make sense. And when you marked her deceased and why.
Well, I told you that. That's all I can say because that's the way it is. It's no more complicated than what I said.
Is there anything else that you would like to explain? I mean, based on, what I've told you that we've uncovered.
I don't know anything.
I mean, are you thrown that I found you and contacted you regarding this? You don't like sound surprised.
Well, I'm not hiding.
Well, no, I know you called me back, and this is your number, and this is your name, but I don't know why you're not just being honest with me that you're a private investigator.
Ask her if she's going to call
I'm
TBI.
not. I'm retired.
Oh, you're retired.
Yeah, I told you that.
So we turned her information into TBI. Will she contact TBI and let
Will
them know
you
about the huge
contact the
misunderstanding?
TBI to explain this? Because this has all been turned into them like 2 days ago or a day ago, yesterday. Would you be willing to contact them and just say, hey, that was me, da 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 da? Because
They'll never do
this
it
has
again.
gone, this is a girl who's been missing for 6 months, and this has now gone to this level. So if this was innocently done just because, you were researching Summer Wells' family tree, I mean, I think that just needs to be explained to them.
Well, I guess if I'm talking to you, I can talk to them.
Yeah, I mean, you seem like an open book to me.
Yeah, I am.
I get that. Well, Edie, I'm going to let you go. I want to thank you again. I really do
Can you
appreciate
just
you calling
ask
me
her
back.
not to do it again?
And if you can please, just change that, just, for anybody who cared about Summer, to see that is very hurtful.
I'm sure that is, and I'm sorry that happened.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you got to say that, publicly here. Everybody knows that you're sorry, and that you're going to change it. And that you're going to change it, right?
I will.
Okay.
But I don't have access to that now. I'm not where I can get to it. So
No. I didn't mean like right this second, but you'll do it like in the next day. You'll change that.
If I have access to it, I'll try to. Yeah, sure will.
Okay, cool. Because you're a private eye, you should be able to like get into, anybody's email, right?
No.
Well, you should be able to get back into your own account.
I would never do that.
Okay, but you should be able to get back into your own account. I mean, that's not hard to do.
Well, you do have to have internet access, so.
Well, no, I mean when it's feasible. I'm not saying, I expect you to not. I don't know where there's places that don't have internet, but I'm not expecting you to do it right this second. I'm saying like in the next 24 hours, you should definitely be able to get back in your Ancestry account.
Well,
unless they've frozen it.
I can.
I mean, they may have frozen it. I don't know, but I don't know. This is, if someone was calling me because thousands of people knew that I marked a little girl deceased who's missing, I would think I'd make it a priority. I mean, that's just me. I don't see any sense of urgency from you, and that's what bothers me.
I didn't. Did you finish? You said something about a sense of urgency.
Yeah, I just don't hear a sense of urgency in your voice because we're on the phone right now, so you have data. If you have data, you can go on your internet on your phone.
I am not alone. I'm not in a good position.
Gotcha. I kind of got that feeling. Could I call you maybe at a different time and could we talk further?
I don't mind talking further, but
when you're alone, though.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I don't have anything else to add. You're assuming there's more to this.
Well, no. I'm just.
I am. Okay, listen to me just a minute while I'm alone. I have nothing to hide. There was no reason to check that as deceased other than what I told you. There's nothing more to it.
Okay, fair enough.
So I did not investigate the case. I know nothing about the case. I was terribly upset when I heard about it. And I did, start, because genealogy is my hobby, I just started looking up the family, particularly when I heard a few things about maybe I think I heard, like I said, this has been a long time ago. I think that the mother was in the carny or something at one
Yes.
time. And that was very interesting. And, there was interesting things about the family. So I just started working on a tree because that's what I do. Nothing more than that.
If you're not
Yeah.
alone and if you need help, just say who's
Right.
Jay's
No,
for
I
justice.
am on vacation.
Okay,
with my
listen,
significant
it's
other,
better to
and
be
he
safe.
just stepped out
Edie,
of the car.
Edie, don't get your back up. I'm saying stranger things have happened. Okay. If you're in trouble and I'm giving you an out right now and I'm saying, say the word Stan if you need help, I would think you
No,
would appreciate that. I'm not
I
going to take a
would.
chance, man. I mean, you're sitting here saying, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I can't talk about this. Dude, you're talking about just that you didn't do anything, but you're saying you can't talk because you're not alone. That's worrisome to me.
Oh, God.
Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing. I'm just going, well, you are just blowing everything out of proportion.
Oh, I don't think I am.
Thank you for offering help. I don't need any help. My friend just stepped out of the car to have a cigarette, which is why I'm alone right this moment. And I'm trying to take advantage of that.
Okay, I understand.
Be more open with you.
Okay, Edie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just making sure. I've seen a lot of people in bad positions, and I don't want to miss an opportunity to possibly help someone. So for that, I apologize. And I'm sorry for that. I was worried for a second. Okay, Edie, I'm not a bad person.
I'm sure you're, although I do not know who you are. You said, yes, I did know who you are. No, I haven't got the faintest clue who you are.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I assumed, and that's on me, which is why you don't assume. I assume because you were retired PI that before you returned a weird voicemail that you would have looked me up. So I apologize for assuming that. I'm sorry for that.
Was that all you needed?
Do you accept my apology? Can I talk to your friend? I just want to say hi. I'm a friendly social person.
No, definitely not. And he's tired of me talking to you on the telephone, so I'm going to get off.
Oh, well, can I talk to him right quick? Just
no, you can't.
On speaker?
Hi,
No.
Chase.
Can I say something to him on speaker? Okay, I want to clarify something. That first voice you heard was the man that's with her. That wasn't Cher. You hear Cher coming in now. That first was whoever's with her. I just wanted to clarify that.
No.
How come?
Oh, for all Latino, get $50 again.
That's just not going to happen.
Is he a nice guy? He's not. Okay.
Yes.
Is something wrong?
We're going off the rails here a little
Don't
bit.
say anything. If something is wrong right now, don't say anything.
No, that's just not going to happen. That's not possible.
Is there a better time of day, like AM or PM, that is better to reach you when you're alone?
Are you waiting for traffic to pull back out?
Is there a better time, AM or PM, that I can reach you?
Okay, I have to go because
Okay,
I just have to go.
I'm gonna try to call you again another time. All right.
What?
I'll try to call you another time, Edie.
Okay.
Is he mad at you?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, do you guys have kids in the car? I apologize.
So
Do you guys have
that's it then.
Okay. All right, Edie. Thank you. Holy fuck.
What in the
I'm
actual-
sorry, Mr. Scheer. The F-bombs are Okay, so that concludes the call. The ending of that, when that man or whoever got back in the car, that is when I got really, really messed up.
Can you replay that one spot that like killed me?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
So I did not investigate the case. I know nothing about the case. I was terribly upset when I heard about it.
Okay, hold on. That was Cher saying, "Hi, Chase." Okay,
Cher is in the background saying hi.
I was on my phone, so I was holding my cell phone up to the mic. She wasn't like on panel. So I was holding my phone up to my mic. Everybody on panel was listening. Cher was heard her talking and was talking, but this lady couldn't hear Cher.
No, it was Cher that said, hi, Cam, hi, Chase. But if you listen closely, there's a guy talking in the background. It's very, very quiet. But the hi, Cam, hi, Chase is definitely Cher. Mr. Cher even confirms it on the live.
Yeah, I mean, you can see her come back into the picture and you can hear her voice get closer. It's obvious. Let me see. I'm going to go right before she comes in. We'll go right here. Oh, he's rubbing his beard too. That he's distressed over this too. Okay, here we go. Someone said it sounded like $50 and she said that's not going to happen. I thought she was answering me. I don't know if she was talking to me or him. Let's listen again.
Listen to me just a minute while I'm alone. I have nothing to hide. There was no reason to check that as deceased other than what I told you. There's nothing more to it.
Okay, fair enough.
So I did not investigate the case. I know nothing about the case. I was terribly upset when I heard about it. And I did, start, because genealogy is my hobby. I just started looking up the family, particularly when I heard a few things about, maybe I think I heard, like I said, this has been a long time ago. I think that the mother was in the carny or something.
Yes.
At one time. And that was very interesting. And, there was interesting things about the family. So I just started working on a tree because that's what I do. Nothing more than that.
If you're not alone and if you need help, just say who's Jay's for justice.
I am on vacation.
Okay, listen, it's better to be safe.
Stepped out.
Edie, don't get your back up. I'm saying stranger things have happened. Okay. If you're in trouble and I'm giving you an out right now and I'm saying, say the word Stan if you need help, I would think you would appreciate that. I'm not going to take a chance, man. I mean, you're sitting here saying, I'm not alone. I can't talk about this. Dude, you're talking about just that you didn't do anything, but you're saying you can't talk because you're not alone. That's worrisome to me.
Oh, God.
Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing. I'm just going, well, you are just blowing everything out of proportion.
Oh, I don't think I am.
Thank you for offering help. I don't need any help. My friend just stepped out of the car to have a cigarette, which is why I'm alone right this moment. And I'm trying to take advantage of that.
Okay, I understand.
Be more open with you.
Okay, Edie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just making sure. I've seen a lot of people in bad positions, and I don't want to miss an opportunity to possibly help someone. So for that, I apologize. And I'm sorry for that. I was worried for a second. Okay, Edie, I'm not a bad person.
I'm sure you're, although I do not know who you are. You said, yes, I did know who you are. No, I haven't got the faintest clue who you are.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I assumed, and that's on me, which is why you don't assume. I assume because you were retired PI that before you returned a weird voicemail that you would have looked me up. So I apologize for assuming that. I'm sorry for that.
Was that all you needed?
Do you accept my apology? Can I talk to your friend? I just want to say hi. I'm a friendly social person.
No, definitely not. And he's tired of me talking to you on the telephone, so I'm going to get off.
Oh, well, can I talk to him right quick? Just
No, you can't.
on speaker?
Hi,
No.
Chase.
Can I say something to him on speaker?
No,
How come?
Oh, for all that's, get $50 again.
that's just not going to
I'm sorry. I was just making sure. I've seen a lot of people in bad positions, and I don't want to miss an opportunity to possibly help someone. So for that, I apologize. And I'm sorry for that. I was worried for a second. Okay, Edie, I'm not a bad person.
I'm sure you're, although I do not know who you are. You said, yes, I did know who you were. No, I haven't got the faintest clue who you are.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I assumed, and that's on me, which is why you don't assume. I assume because you were retired PI that before you returned a weird voicemail that you would have looked me up. So I apologize for assuming that. I'm sorry for that.
Was that all you needed?
Do you accept my apology? Can I talk to your friend? I just want to say hi. I'm a friendly social person.
No, definitely not. And he's tired of me talking to you on the telephone, so I'm going to get off.
Oh, well, can I talk to him right quick? Just
No, you can't.
on speaker?
Hi,
No.
Chase.
Can I say something to him on speaker?
No,
How come?
Oh, for all that's, get $50 again.
that's just not going to happen.
Is he a nice guy? He's not. Okay.
Yes.
Is something
We're
wrong?
going off the rails
I
here
mean,
a little
don't
bit.
say anything. If something is wrong right now, don't say anything.
No, that's just not going to happen. That's not possible.
Is there a better time of day, like AM or PM, that is?
That's not possible.
Is there a better time of day, like AM or PM, that is better to reach you when you're alone?
Are you waiting for traffic to pull back out?
Is there a better time, AM or PM, that I can reach you?
Okay, I have to go because
Okay,
I just have to go.
I'm gonna try to call you again another time. All right.
What?
I'll try to call you another time, Edie.
Okay.
Is he mad at you?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, do you guys have kids in the car? I apologize.
So
Do you guys have
that's it then.
Okay. All right, Edie. Thank you. Holy fuck.
What in the
I'm
actual-
sorry, Mr. Cher. The F-bombs are gonna come out because I'm shook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring them on. That was fucked up.
Holy fuck.
I have never bit my tongue that freaking.
And asked her about the Find Summer Wells. But if you're not gonna go back on.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I'm shook. I mean, I gotta talk this shit out. She hung up to answer your question, but I want to play the very end. Oh, awesome. We have enhanced audio. Okay, hold up. I want to play the very end, then I'll check out that enhanced audio and maybe we can hear that guy better.
Jay, you want me to join you?
Yeah, if you don't
going to
mind.
sleep now.
If you don't mind, I have to pee and then I'll start a stream.
Holy crap. Sleep for the wicked.
But yeah, if you could have share that link in the Slack thing so we can re-listen to it too. And then I can edit it. I can make a clip. Or you can probably do that too, Mr. Sher. You know how to do all that. Just to make a clip of that. I can do that too. Because they're saying, some people say, they said hi Jay, some of them said hi Chase. So either way, craziness. And I feel like I drank too much coffee and I didn't have enough. Holy hell. Mr. Cher. Okay, so I did not know that that was Cher because I took my headphones off so I couldn't hear them. And I literally looked away from my computer and just talked to her. The $50 was Draw Latina, who is also here in chat, gave them a $50 super chat. And Mr. Cher said Draw Latina gave a $50 super chat.
There was nothing on the call. It was the live. And then where was the other question? Somebody said, oh, I think it was the casino. No, it was about super chats that were coming in.
Yeah, they had an open mic. I was on the cell phone with her, just holding the phone. So.
She couldn't hear them.
Tim Mullins runs findsummerwells.com. He's the...
Jay.
No, she couldn't hear anybody but me.
Okay. And then somebody was asking if we knew who this person was. Yes, we verified who this person is. She is a legit, apparently retired PI. We have all of her information.
And she didn't deny that. Where is Edie? Who is Edie? Where can that super chat be seen? Probably on their replay.
It's also right there on the screen. It says @J. That was Mark saying Draw Latina gave $50 super chat, which was on the screen during the live.
No, she's saying that now.
Yeah,
she's in here now.
It was on the screen though while you were replaying it. And then Jean Clay just said, somebody said hi Jay. It was not hi Jay. It was hi Cam and hi Chase.
Tennille, that wasn't my panel to mute. So
she was a guest on their panel and she decided to make the phone call.
Because he had already reached out via message and didn't get a reply. So
she couldn't mute anybody. It wasn't her panel to mute.
Yeah, I took my headphones off. I don't even know what they were saying or not saying. So I just saw comments, people saying, did he say hi, Jay? And I was like, oh my God. So I didn't know until I replayed it. So that it was them. So it was them. And then they also acknowledged a $50 super chat. So that was Mr. Cher saying $50, not the other man. The other man, I think the only time you can hear him is the very first voice.
There's one section where there's a brief moment where I sent you that small clip of like 3 minutes where I noticed that there's that dip in her voice where it almost sounds like he says, you better not say yes when you ask if she would accept your apology. I do not know if that's what he says because I can't make it out for sure. But then you hear that dip in her voice like she was almost in pain. Like, I don't know, maybe because I am a DV survivor, I'm thinking that it was like he squeezed her leg to try to be like, get off the phone. But that's how I felt it.
Yeah, she got very abrupt once he got in the car. She was abruptly needing to get off the phone.
It didn't feel good for me.
All right, let me finish this call and then I'm going to open up Sauce's audio and see what that sounds like.
Well, there you have it. Holy.
Let me go back. I want to play my exit. Information, and you get more information if you mark them deceased. I could have sworn I heard Jay or some. How long did she talk to me? I mean,
a while.
Let
me look on my phone. It was longer than that, I think.
It was longer than that.
Oh my God, you guys. It was 42 minutes.
Oh, holy crap.
42 minutes. And I got no answers in 42
she
minutes.
skated around every single question.
Mm-hmm.
She must be one hell of a salsa dancer.
I just don't like she's not. When she it took her about, I don't know, almost the whole call to say I'm not alone. Because he was in the car the whole time and then he stepped out. I think that's when she said, I'm not alone. And was Benny Keys in here? Was Benny Keys in here?
Not that
earlier?
I saw.
I thought he was in here saying she sounds sus.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, the chat jumped so bad on the phone, I miss a lot of it.
Oh, I bet it did. Were y'all freaking out?
Yeah, that was just nuts.
Shits and Giggles said that they said hi Chase. That would make sense why it sounded like Jay. See, I was
That's what
clueless at
Cher
this
Cher
time.
was saying that.
I was see, that was Cher.
Yeah,
Oh my
for all
God.
you in the chat that heard a woman say hi Chase, hi Cam, that was Cher.
Yeah, I think Draw's right. I mean, it's up to you, Mr. Cher. This is your stream, but I would end it and put it on
Yeah.
private, send the link to the TBI, and then we can start a new one if you'd like and continue talking about it. But
Mind blown.
Yeah, we've been going 2 hours anyway, so.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right. Well, I'll go live for a little bit. If you're not going to go back on.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I'm shook. I mean, I got to talk this shit out.
Jay, you want me to join you? Because
Yeah,
I'm
if
not
you don't
going to sleep
mind.
now.
You don't mind. I have to pee and then I'll start a stream.
Holy crap.
But yeah, if you could have share that link in the Slack thing so we can re-listen to it too. Back at that. Yeah. Because I didn't say that in my voicemail. And obviously, Mr. Cher, she didn't see your messages yet because she probably would have known what I was calling for when I said there was something online. Because she called me right back.
Yeah.
And I told her in the beginning, are you on the and then 40 minutes later, she's like, is this on your podcast? I was like, yeah, I told you that in the beginning. And she's like, yes, you did.
Because it's
What's up, Mike?
It's freaking Cam and Allie's little friend. That's who they keep talking about. RPI. No doubt it's her.
Well, you know what? It would make sense because he said that she's doing it pro bono and she's retired.
Yep.
And I have a clip to play really quick before we end. Mr. Cher, I'm not going to leave everybody in suspense. I have a clip from Mr. Cam from last night, which is very, very interesting that it goes right along with what we just said. Take a listen.
Yeah, I cut my hair tonight before I came on here. And Jackie, yes, the private, the PIs are still working on the case.
Hear that again. Let's roll that footage one more time.
Those kids. Yeah, lean on me. I cut my hair tonight before I came on here. And Jackie, yes, the private, the PIs are still working on the case.
Okay. Thanks for inviting me for coffee, guys. I got to go pee, potty break, and then I'll go live on Jay is for Justice.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Okay. That was a replay, guys, that I just ended. Diggs, are you still here?
No, I'm not here.
Okay, go ahead. Talk about that ending, because that to me was crazy. That got me.
I am concerned. The fact that it took the whole 40 minutes for her to be like, I'm not in a good place right now. I'm not alone. And the vibe that I got just it threw me. And then I'm angry because I am one of those people that used Ancestry to find missing family members. So to mark people as dead for investigative purposes makes me so mad. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to feel bad for her and I want to make sure she's okay. Like, obviously we've reported what we needed to report.
I mean, I don't know. Should I try to call her again?
But she's on vacation with him. We don't know how much longer she needs to be on this car and if that's going to make it worse. Like, that scares me.
I know, but it scares me not. I don't know.
I mean,
and then I asked, like, do you have kids in the car? And it was like crickets.
And then, you know, from what we see, she's older. It looked like she was married from what we gathered originally, but then she says, my friend. So is she not married? And this is like a new relationship, or what is it? And it's her friend. Like, that just weirded me out. I would never call my fiance or my husband my friend. And I don't want to call again and put her in a more dangerous position, because if he was that upset already and he does something more drastic, they're on vacation. On vacation, possibly away from where she could get help. I know when I was in my DV situation, that's exactly what my ex loved. He loved having me isolated because he could do more damage.
Diggs, I'm going to mute for a second. I got to check something out, okay?
Mm-hmm. The thing is she mentioned Stan in the live. So if she texts Stan, he might remember. We don't know. There was 3 numbers that we called. And one, the guy like answered and was just breathing. Then there was one that she left the message for. And then there was the bonjour. So we don't know if all 3 numbers are their numbers. If she cannot answer and we leave a voicemail and he still has access, it could be damning. We did report everything. And we're pretty sure it's been reported by others. It's a very fine line. We don't know if he has access to all of this and could make it more dangerous. Jay did say she would call again, but I don't think she should call again right away. They were in the middle of driving, and she makes me sick. I'm pretty sure he monitors her phone, just like Laura is saying in chat. And as somebody who's been through that, if he's monitoring the phone, I think that's why she ended up calling back, because we called all 3 numbers and he probably said, call her back and end this. So if we call back and it makes him even more mad, it could be more damning. Exactly, Fairy Dust. That's what I'm saying as well. And I think that we need to just check in tomorrow. She is older. Sorry. That's my phone. This is a live. We just replayed a phone call. We are not going to be giving out where she lives, who the man might be, any of that. We're not doing that. I don't think she was confused or scared. I think she was honestly overwhelmed once he started getting annoyed. You have to remember, she chose to call back and she chose to stay on the phone. It was a phone call. She had the opportunity at any point to hang up. It was an awful position because we were not aware that she wasn't alone. She did not say she wasn't alone until 40 minutes into the 42-minute phone call. We don't want to risk. No, it doesn't sound like Dawn's voice to me, but we don't want to risk calling somebody back and putting them in a more dangerous situation. She made it clear that they were driving, that they were on vacation, so they are possibly away from anybody that might be able to help if she truly is in danger. And I do think that she may be playing dumb, but she may also be protecting somebody else, possibly the gentleman she's with. I don't know. Obviously, that's pure speculation, and I'm not going to speak on it because I don't have those facts. But you don't just mark somebody deceased, especially a minor. A minor's not going to be in a census record, except for, it's like, every 10 years? So she just turned 5, 4 months before she went missing. She's not married. She doesn't have children. There's not going to be any lineage information that you're going to find on a minor. So marking them deceased does not give you any extra information. La Cake Maker. Here's the thing. Before I even heard the man's voice, I heard her dip in her voice when he came back in the car. That dip is typically done out of a pain or a fear type reaction. And most people who have been in a DV situation can understand, and empathize with that. I got cold chills. Me and Jay were re-listening to the call. I recorded that part of the call. I actually goosebumps, almost cried. It was not a good spot of the call for me. I literally felt sick. I messaged Cher and Prairie Boy in the chat and said I was going to get sick because there's a certain tonal change that happened where it sounded like she was either in pain or in fear for that brief second. And again, this could be speculation, but it's clearly a different pitch that you hear in her voice. If she is truly in any type of danger, we don't want to increase that for her. I'm like shaky. I have not slept. My daughter's been sick. I've been sick, but I stayed up because this blew my mind. I don't understand why you would mark a minor as deceased. There's nothing more to gain. And that's what we were trying to understand. I could go right now and mark my biological father as deceased. The only thing that would do is maybe give us information on my grandmother and possibly hurt anybody else that's looking for him because they would think it's a dead end. It makes no logical sense. If you're doing that and you're done investigating, you take that off. You don't do it 6 months ago and leave it there. For everybody in the world to think that this is confirmed and done. You cannot get a death certificate by marking it deceased on Ancestry. You can get it revealed if there is one in the system. The username is registered to her. I mean, he might have the account information. She may have the phone, but he may have the phone. I had a phone. My 7-year-old was the one that called 911 to save me. Just because you have access to a device doesn't mean you have the ability to use it. That is just something you need to remember when you're saying that you have a phone. I worked a full-time job. I had kids. I drove my own car. I still wasn't able to save myself. It is very interesting that she referred to him as friend with a weird, awkward pause, her tonal dip. There is a lot. Wait, what? I am very sorry. And again, she stayed on that call for 42 minutes. What does that tell you? If she was so upset with the call and the context, she would have just hung up. So either A, she wanted to be on the phone, I don't know. I don't even know what my B is. My head hurts. None of your business. I'm with you on that.
All right, I'm sorry, Diggs.
You're fine, Jay.
So what is the consensus? Oh, I still have that poll going. Let's end the poll. See where we end up.
We did have one quick overview, which I would want you to be on notice for. Somebody made a comment. She has a phone. If she's in danger, she can make a call. I wanted the chat to be aware that I had a phone, I had a car, I had a full-time job, and it was still my 7-year-old that saved my life, that I wasn't able to use my phone. So just because you have access doesn't mean you have the ability. Because if this woman truly is in danger, just because there's a phone present doesn't mean she has the ability to use it. We don't know the complexities of what she's truly facing, whether it be true or not. If she
No, we don't.
Domestic
I mean,
violence situation.
I'll say, in my opinion, I think the woman was gaslighting me throughout that entire conversation. And I know she's not a dummy. So I'm
There's
not
no
going
way
to
she's dumb.
discredit that. I mean, I gave her 2 opportunities to drop hints, and I feel like she did drop a hint. But as well as far
When
as
you
her
said
being
say
serious,
nothing,
Yeah, and then
she said nothing.
she said nothing, and then her answer didn't make sense. She goes, "That's not going to happen." That's what bothered me. Was after I said, if what did I say? If you're in trouble, don't say anything.
And then she said nothing for a while. And then she's like, yeah, that's not going to happen. You and I replayed that after.
And then I said, is he a nice guy? Crickets.
And then you're like, oh, he's not? And she's like, I'm going to have to get off here.
Mm-hmm.
You and I were sick. Sitting here talking about how we were sick. And I asked you, had you ever been in that situation? And you were like, I don't really know how to, and I had to explain it. And you saw I was covered in goosebumps and I was telling you I was going to vomit. Like, it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so grateful that there is a good majority of people that seem to be in the chat that don't know. And I'm so sorry for those in the chat that do know. It is a blessing and a curse to know or have known someone. But I don't think she was being 100% honest because, again, what do you gain from a 5-year-old being marked as deceased? She hasn't had children. She hasn't been married. There's no, census record. What are you gaining? You cannot get it.
I'm confused by people like Lisa Plummer's comments. I don't get that. What can you read that and tell me what she means by that?
She changed the ancestry record. I'm sure she's fine. She's probably just visiting family for the holidays and doesn't want to be on her phone. So she's saying, okay, she changed the ancestry record. She admitted that, but she's probably fine. She's visiting family and doesn't want to be bothered with you, basically.
I find it odd that someone takes that conversation and her tone, her nonchalantness.
Can we poll
as such
the audience?
Yeah, I just did. 87% thought she was lying.
But can we poll them if we think that she was safe or not safe?
Oh.
Because I don't think she was being honest about
but that's a tricky question because I don't think necessarily maybe it wasn't a domestic, but what if they've done something? I'm not saying they have Summer, but what if they have some kids?
She just said she changed it since the phone call with you.
Yeah, I know she's put her ancestry on private. She marked Summer as alive.
So she said she didn't have access to it on our call, though.
Yeah, I know.
On our call, she said she did not know when she would be able to fix it because she did not know if she had access to it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So how was she able to do that in the last few hours if she didn't know she had access?
Because she was lying.
Or he has access and he did it to get us to shut up. It could be either way. Something's fishy and it stinks and I don't like it.
Yeah, because she did not deny doing their tree. I mean, maybe this lady is completely innocent and she was hired by the church to run their family tree.
Tons of people do genealogy for a hobby, and I'm not going to knock it because that's how I was able to find some missing siblings.
But it's a
thing.
But it's it's her presentation.
You don't mark them as dead and leave it that way.
Well, and not only that, even if that was an oversight on her part, she could have made it very simple. I did not need to be on the phone with her for 40 minutes to find out that she was hired to work on a family tree or asked pro bono to work on a family tree for a hobby. I got mixed answers. I got this is for fun. I got this. This is just what I do. And it's just so sad that it's a 5-year-old.
I wasn't in a good place, so I did that to distract me or something like that.
And then she says, Donald's parents? What? I didn't say anything about Donald. I never said Donald. Oh, maybe I said Don and... Did I say Donald and Candace or Don and Candace when I said
Donald? And she said Donald's parents?
Oh, because I said Don and Candace. She maybe misunderstood me. Okay, that makes sense. She knew Candace was a freaking carny?
And then to say she followed that one person and then knew nothing about the church?
Wait. I said Wells' parents. Yes, I did. And she goes, who? And yeah, the church.
I'll be right back, Jay. I'm getting that phone call now.
Okay. Yeah, I did not hear her say Latter-day Saints. I did not notice that. This has all been reported, you guys. So rest assured that this has been reported, and I did ask her to call TBI and explain it away, so they don't have to do any kind of extra work. You know what I'm saying? If she goes to them, then it's done. April, yeah, that's exactly what Digger said. I asked if there was kids in the car, and she didn't answer. This has been reported to the TBI. I don't know where she is. She said she's on vacation. I can't call her local authorities when I don't know where she is. I said Wells' parents, and she said, Donald's parents? And then I went with it. I was like, yeah, because I wanted to see if she knew Donald's parents. Holly, good point. She said, my daughter has been deceased for 3 years. I have yet to make her deceased on our ancestry page. What the hell? I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm sure that, that lady makes it sound like it's just a click, right? It's just a click. No, that click is a life. That click is the difference between breathing and not breathing. That click is the difference between having your family member to hug and not have your family member to hug. This woman has no empathy, zero empathy. Just my opinion, of course. She didn't even have any compassion or empathy when she talked about Summer being 5 and missing. It's just also disturbing. Yeah, we have screenshots and everything of everything. It's all been turned in. I told her it wasn't just a click. She said, I said, not according to the agent at Ancestry. They're wrong, she says. Whew. Oh, Tracy, I'm so sorry. Just know that most people don't see that as just a click. And hopefully, at least with this, we can maybe make sure that this never happens again. I think she was playing me too. She was, because if he would have gotten out of the car, I really feel like she would have been more urgent. Like, I don't know. She was a private investigator for 40 years. So she knows what she's doing. She's not dumb. She wouldn't answer that question, Jenny Rose. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I told her, She said, I wasn't on there yesterday. And I said, well, unless it's frozen. I mean, I don't know. She said she was horrified, but she had no emotion. Like, she was just and she was laughing, and it was just a very uncomfortable. It was a very uncomfortable 40-minute conversation. I haven't even talked to one of my kids on the phone for 40 minutes in the past month. So for me to sit there on the phone with her for 40 minutes and not know anything new and be more confused and concerned after it, something's wrong. But it's in the authorities' hands, and that's where we will leave that. Thanks. Thanks, Maligator. I'm really tired. Oh my gosh. I could be wrong, obviously, but this woman is so willy and shrewd that were she in need of DV rescue, she would be able to say something to you in code that you would understand she is sociopathic. You think so, Dra? And then it bothers me that, of course, I listen to Cracking Cases again, and he's like, yeah, the PIs are on it. PIs now plural. At first, I thought it was just that Michelle chick that has fraud in her criminal record that runs a nonprofit for missing people. This isn't to put anybody down. This is to tell the truth. And that's the truth. So now it's plural. As of Cracking Cases last night, it's not one, it's plural. Bella, we heard you. We heard you. Everybody can hear you. But I want you to hear this because you might not have caught it the first time. This is last night. And we know that Cracking Cases has always worked with what they call a PI. That Michelle Chick isn't a PI. She's an ex-home health aide who started a nonprofit. And she has like bad check fraud charges and like not accounting for money. I can't remember what the charge exactly was. I mean, I know I could pull it if I wanted to, but there's no point. The bottom line is it's shady. And someone who has charges like that shouldn't be running a nonprofit. And anybody who's aware of that should not align themselves with them, have a YouTube channel, and take donations on behalf of anyone. And that is the truth. Don't like it? Too bad. This is their own words. He called her the PI. That's who he referred her to. She's not a PI. She has no license. Edie has a license. Edie's legit. She says she's retired now, but now Cam says there's more than one. If you go back in their videos, I'm not going to do it for you. If you go back, he always says PI. Even when he's in front of with the protesters on Ben Hill Road. He says, we're out here. We work with the PI on the case.
Yeah, I cut my hair tonight before I came on here. And Jackie, yes, the private, the PIs are still working on the case.
Let's listen again.
Those kids. Yeah, lean on me. I cut my hair tonight before I came on here. And Jackie, yes, the private, the PIs are still working on the case.
The private cough, uncomfortable, not sure I should say this. PIs are still working on the case. Call me crazy. Mullins is Sandman, yes. Well, it's a couple of PIs from a local company working pro bono. Okay. Why is it a secret? Tim Mullen. Hold on. Tim Mullen is the one that is in charge of their website, the Wells family YouTube, the findsummerwells.com. Who's Jim Terry? I don't even know who that is. Who's Jim Terry? Why do I feel like I'm in an ulterior universe? I've never heard that name before. But anyways, if you go and listen to their stuff, you will hear Cam say we're here for the PI. That's why Olivia thought that Benny was supposed to be the PI. I don't think that Benny was supposed to be a PI at all.
I am back.
Jim Terry is a PI not on Summer's case. Then why are we talking about him? Jim Terry is the commissioner. I believe he is calling the creator shots. Commissioner of what? What? I'm so confused. Oh, I guess I missed that informative episode.
I'm so confused, Jay.
About what?
There's somebody that just keeps making really not so nice comments, and I'm just lost on what their point is.
Oh. Oh, I've never heard of them. So
This is a live. We replayed a call earlier.
all right. Well, I must have missed that. I've never heard of him. We have Professor Plum in here now. Wait, so person J is about to cause a relative? No, I never said she was a
The
relative.
phone call was a replay, Debbie James. This is live.
Okay, so just to make it clear, Mr. and Mrs. Cher were never on this live stream right here. That was from this morning. Diggs and I were on Mr. Cher's channel. Okay, I'm just confused how this Jim guy got brought into Summer's case. It came across confusing. I wasn't trying to upset you. We were playing a replay and then talking in between, so I understand if it got confusing. But I've got to get off here, but I want to thank Digger for coming on this morning.
You're welcome.
And joining me afterwards. I'm still shook. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Oh, I guess I should have turned off the banner. You know, you can't think of everything.
I don't get around. I couldn't sleep last night because I was up with my kid. And then I was on Cher's channel with Jay.
Who said that?
Crime Bee. Last night I was in Ziggy's chat.
Diggs gets around.
Well, last night I couldn't sleep, and Ziggy is our overnighter.
Give me a break. All right, you guys, I love you. Thank you for Debbie. I know. Thank you for everybody who joined, all the members. I didn't see anything in chat, so I apologize for that today. But thanks again, Digger, for all your work and for uncovering this weird little, I don't know what you call it. I can't even call it a coincidence because it's weird. It's more than a coincidence. Whatever it is that we uncovered today, please let me know what you think in the comments below, but keep it respectful so we don't have to keep clicking and deleting, because it's like the holidays. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I had so many presents to wrap.
Oh, I forgot about having to wrap a bunch of presents. I'm so I've already celebrated my main Christmas, so it's kind of depressing in a way.
The only present I wrapped has been delivered on Saturday. Nothing else has been wrapped yet.
Hey, at least you got that done, right? It could be worse.
I hope she likes it.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't even know what to do with this. I mean, I definitely don't. People were like, don't call back. Like, she was like, yeah, you can call back. She was kind of smart alecky about it. Like, sure. I double dog dare you to call me back.
I mean, I can check in on her tomorrow. I wouldn't call her tonight.
I'm not going to call her today for sure. No. I mean, she went private. I mean, I definitely don't want to stir the pot. Like, everything that I heard already was just kind of yikes, Ashley, you know? So anyways,
It
my
was
dog's,
such a yikes, Ashley, all day.
it was. And my dog's got to go potty. So I'm out, and maybe she has my number. So maybe she'll reach out to me when she's alone if she wants to talk further.
Maybe.
Never know.
That'd be crazy.
All right. Love you guys and see you soon.